Hello.
Is it recording?
Yeah, they're recording.
Both of them?
Yeah.
All right. Should we actually start this now?
Wait. All right, we're good.
Oh, that's to sync it.
Yeah. They're synced.
I want to hear it.
Go for it.
You have to sync all three now.
All right, whatever.
Do we all clap at once? Oh, okay.
Ready?
Ready?
All right, 1, 2, 3. You jerk! Dallas gotta be off.
It was the delay from the ping.
Delay.
It was live.
I had to compensate. No, we're not. See, we're all together now.
All right. So,
Welcome back to the LunchTable podcast.
everybody, welcome to the LunchTable podcast, where we're actually at a lunch table this time. Woohoo! And we're all together, so we won't override each other from.
We should
bad
do a
ping.
selfie. Like, pull out your phone,
Blake
turn
just
around.
overrid you. Overridden.
We won't override each other because of bad ping.
Because of bad ping.
Well, only
that was
do
gonna be on
because
purpose.
I was gonna say we're
but
definitely
first-
already talking over each other.
Take a selfie.
Yep.
Dallas, you're an idiot.
Yep.
Dallas is an idiot. You've heard it here first, people. Dallas is an idiot.
No, they've heard it before.
Yeah.
Well, confirming it. Dallas is an idiot.
We confirmed it.
It was
before.
confirmed
This
a
is
long
like
time
confirming the confirmation.
Shut up, Jerry.
Shut up, Jerry.
Look at this. So this, I wore this bracelet too high up in my arm. And,
Yeah.
this is,
Are we actually starting?
Yeah, we're doing.
Okay.
We're
And,
going.
and you guys are just
I have
having
no
a
clue.
This is what it
conversation
did to
about
my
Elisha's
arm.
bracelet.
This is
They
kind
can't
of.
see that.
They also
Elijah,
didn't
just
see
show
that,
the
so
picture
they,
to the
they did
microphone.
not understand that joke either.
We have Jordan's here. We got Jeremiah. We got Dallas, Spencer, Elijah, me, and Mason's not here because he's a jerk, and Kyle. I don't know why. he
And
didn't
Blake's
show up.
parents.
Well, we didn't want Mason or Kyle.
yeah,
anyways.
Parents are here.
did someone
We didn't-
ask if Mason was going to show up?
I told him. He's
Say
like, no.
hi.
Say hi. Okay, they probably heard that.
Maybe that. It might have picked that up.
Hopefully not.
Dude.
Does that work?
All
Alright, so we're
We
just
just
taking
took a
I
selfie
don't know
right
why
now.
I couldn't have used my thumb from the
We just took a selfie,
Must
and
reach
hopefully that'll be on the podcast.
Probably not.
Probably not.
I don't know.
We should
All right.
put this on iTunes.
Yeah, we'll have to blur out all of the untold letter in the background.
Yeah.
All of the untold letter.
It's a letter in between A and Z.
No.
Is it P?
It's a letter that's between Q and S.
Wow.
Yeah. Narrow it down a little bit for you.
Between Q and S. So
It's
like
T.
if we're going from the opposite ends, that means it could be like A through Q and
Yeah, but
S
it's
through
not.
Z.
Basically anything but R.
Anything but R.
not.
It's everything but R.
R.
No, it's not.
Hey,
totally not
Dallas,
right.
what have you been doing
That's a
recently?
good-
Oh,
I've
you
been
brought
playing
you
Hyrule
brought
Warriors.
That. I love you.
I've been playing Hyrule Warriors.
Talk about Hyrule Warriors.
I have
All right.
it good. It good.
It's a great game.
I have not been playing Hyrule
I loved
Warriors.
it.
I haven't played Hyrule.
still
I haven't
love
played
it.
video
I
games.
loved
I
it
will
more
love
than
it.
I love my family.
How do you video game?
Shut up, Jordan. You don't have a family.
How do you like?
That's a jerk.
Alright, I think
thing.
we should identify each of our voices since they're gonna be different.
Hi, I'm Dallas.
Hi, I'm Dallas.
I'm Dallas too.
Alright.
Okay,
Well,
I'm the actual Dallas.
okay, we've got real Dallas over here. We've got Jerry over here.
I'm Spencer.
I'm Elijah.
Shut up, Jordan.
Goddamn.
That's Jordan.
That's Jordan. He's an idiot.
I'm Elisha.
That was Blake, actually.
No,
Right.
Blake's
You
in
mean it was Dallas?
You guys
Blake's
suck.
in between Jordan and
Jordan, you
Elijah. I
suck.
never thought I'd have to say that.
I'm here to ruin everything.
No, scoot
Hey.
away. Move away from me now. No. No.
Jordan, come on.
So,
Dang it. I'm like,
all right,
God, I'm getting
that's
ganged
wonderful.
up on.
Let me just take a picture of this.
Look, you have to look at Elijah. Look at Blake. You get away.
all right.
Oh, I want
It
to
took way too long to take a picture, guys.
So our entire audio
Smartphone, huh?
podcast is us taking pictures.
Yep. This is why This is probably why we can't do webcam podcasts.
This is why we can't have nice things.
Yes,
This is
why
why
we
we
can.
can't.
This is why the recording failed on the one webcam podcast.
Talk
because
about how
of
Why
you.
we're not famous.
That was completely my fault, so I'll leave.
Not famous because this is
So we're
like
we are actually in our high school.
We're at our lunch
We are
table.
at our high school. We
At our
figured,
lunch
we
table.
figured if we're gonna call ourselves the Lunch Table Podcast, we got to do a podcast at our lunch table, and we're sitting at our lunch table that we sit at we've sat at this exact table for 3 years now.
No,
4 years.
it's been 2 years. This
Well,
is the third.
2
Yeah,
years.
we've moved around a little.
It's not my high school.
You guys,
Yeah,
Well, 'cause
you're a
you're
you
high
guys
school
haven't
fan.
sat here. Everybody but me and Jerry has not sat here for 2 years. Me and Jerry started this table.
Co-founder.
There you go, you got your high five.
Yeah, and then they
Go
joined the
Flounders.
next-
I ended it.
When did they join the next week?
Yeah. That was terrible.
No, they joined on the next trimester of their pregnancy.
Like we're showing by that point. Lost some weight since then.
Lost a lot
No,
of
he's
weight. I
not.
did some pre-pregnancy
Did
calisthenics.
you lose 80 pounds? My dad lost.
Yeah, how
80
did that
pounds.
baby
I did
come out,
Nutrisystem. I did Nutrisystem.
If Blake lost 80 pounds, he would be unhealthy.
I would be very unhealthy.
Like how many chromosomes were missing from your firstborn child?
All of them.
All of them.
We had 2 out of 21.
2 out of 21.
He had 4 toes. That's it, 4 toes.
That's all he was.
That's all he was.
Four
Just 4
toes.
toes.
And a heart.
And a heart. A heart connected to 4 toes.
He suffocated very quickly.
He died immediately.
Basically, he died immediately.
I love how we're laughing at this. This is terrible.
Yeah. His belly button
Abortions.
really.
You're gonna bring up now that we laugh at terrible things.
How many podcasts have we done?
Really?
So I got a raise at my job.
So now we can fund this podcast,
by
right?
the way.
So now you can fund this
I
podcast,
can
right?
fund this podcast. I now earn an extra
for you.
1 cent an hour.
$8 a day.
Oh really?
So now I make $72 a day.
You now
good.
You now earn an extra
that's-
1
How much-
cent an
Yeah,
hour.
How much
get
goes
paid-
back to
I
taxes?
get paid $9 an hour. 22%.
So you're making like.
I
Well,
make
we
like
now know what
360.
state you
I
live
make
in.
like 360, and I get keep like 280 out of it.
I mean, are you gonna? Are
He,
you gonna?
he works in a certain state, but he lives in another one.
Well, are you gonna? But I mean, are you gonna make over $10,000 this year in total? Since
Can I
you
pull
only
this
started
back?
halfway through.
We've got
All right,
Dallas
well-
got
Because-
his
hold
phone
on.
and Elijah's got his phone, and they've got the
If you-
topics on him.
If you no, but I mean, like, if you don't make over 10,000, you're gonna get all your federal tax back.
All right, so that'd be $25,920.
You're a high schooler
No,
making more than
I
we just
haven't worked for
pious.
360 days.
I did it weekly. So I make $9
if you, like,
an
just, like,
hour,
roamed around the school
$8 a
doing
day,
this?
Be fun.
or 8 hours a day, 5 days a week, 72 weeks a year. Is that
52.
Yeah, no,
You
but
usually
no,
say
this
72.
year, Elijah. This year, how many weeks?
How many
would
would I make? All right. So
Yeah, we're not
starting
talking-
this year, I
Jeez.
started in May, and I made in my $64 a
Entertainment
day
at
in
its
May for
finest.
about 4 months.
Okay, well, while he's
Okay,
figuring
yeah,
that
well,
math
he's
out,
calculating that. Nice.
I have a story.
I was going to
This
tell
was
us
on
about
the
our
Huffington
economics.
Post.
I was going to tell us about the economics teacher thing. His
Yeah, go for
calculations
it.
are pointing towards like, above 10,000. So our economics teacher said this is a totally likely scenario. We have a family here, 3 kids makes $10,000 a year.
I got stuck with that group. I was like,
I was
Hey,
with
that's
the-
a- that's
I
a
was
real
with the-
thing.
I was with the $100,000 a year with $20,000 in assets and no kids. I was like, man, I had it. That's my
So you were
that's my life.
basically a rich asshole.
I was. What do you mean I'm gonna be
Like,
that?
you have
I'm already that.
It's a real thing.
That's actually
Dallas,
Michael.
but you
That's
gotta try
Michael.
yeah,
pretty
that's
hard
Michael.
What?
to make under $10,000 a year.
Yeah, but
Like you almost have to
I
try
understand your
to not
frustration.
make that much
right, but
money.
it does happen. So I'm not going to say.
I
it
remember once
doesn't
telling
happen.
my goal is just make more than more than your typical
much I've made so
doctor.
far.
Like when I think of doctor, I think of like a surgeon.
How much more will you
I want to make more than a surgeon without being a surgeon.
3
In other words, I
months.
want to make more money than a doctor without being
Don't
a
let
doctor.
your kid grow up
Alright.
to be AJ.
Don't ever have a kid.
No,
Don't have a
seriously,
kid.
if your kid
Do
grows
not
up to be AJ, I'm
have a
killing him.
wife.
I will kill him.
Jordan really hates.
I will
AJ.
help you with that.
I do. He
I
put a
find him-
scratch.
Should
in
we
my
talk
car.
about AJ?
Oh yeah, he bumped.
Yeah.
He bumped your door.
There's
Should we
actually
talk about
quite a
AJ?
large
Bob doesn't know about this
AJ is the
podcast.
son. AJ is the son of a dentist who is on our robotics team.
Your dentist.
And
Yeah, it's your dentist.
and
I don't want to be associated with him.
he really likes me.
Can
Not
we
AJ.
just? Can I just like go over everything that AJ did?
Yes.
No. Yeah,
Go. Speed round.
We went to a robotics competition over the last weekend, and we were second in finals.
Yeah, just be
We
careful
lost
what
in
you
the
say.
third round. We lost in the third round of finals by 7 points.
I love how you're looking at me.
Yeah, and if the
Guys,
if
I
the
always
refs
look at you during
if the refs knew the rules,
I sit there
we
and
would've
stare
won.
at your name, just like your
avatar.
is so majestic.
If the refs have known the rules, we would have won because they didn't give us all our points.
Yeah.
So
So what did AJ do?
Yeah, Jordan, just go ahead and unleash fury.
So he started off the weekend by opening the other car's door straight into the side of my car. After that, gets sick at dinner that night. Never thanks the guy that walks him back to the hotel and takes care of him for the rest of the night. Never
And
thanks
pays
that-
for his dinner.
I was getting to that. Never thanks that same guy for also paying for the dinner he didn't eat because he got sick. Next morning is a half hour late downstairs, so we're already a half hour late to the competition because of that, basically. Then we have to wait on him to eat breakfast. He refuses to eat anything at that place, throws a temper tantrum because they're out of waffles.
You don't ever mess about man's waffles. They're hotel waffles.
Hold your comments till the end, please.
It was the smallest temper
Hold your
tantrum
comments.
I could have.
Shut up.
So, anyways, after that, gets a plate full of bacon. Takes one bite of the bacon, complains that the bacon is too soggy, proceeds to throw entire plate of bacon in garbage, and then ask pre-mentioned man to take him to McDonald's on the way there.
Which is much worse than any bad bacon you've ever had.
That's
It wasn't even bad bacon. It was the soggy
Well, he didn't
kind.
get bacon. He got like a McGriddle.
Well, anyway.
McGriddles are gross.
Anyways, so then
Do it. Do it. Oh, I wanted you to
What
do
is
something
that?
else.
what's going on?
I want to find some news.
Oh God, it's our high
Okay,
school
so for
newspaper.
those of you who
Okay.
can't see through audio, which is most people,
I don't give a
Elijah
Of course
just
you
ran
can.
over and stole
Unless you're
a
bad.
newspaper
From Blake's parents.
from Blake's
Yeah, from my
parents.
parents.
Hey.
You can actually do that now.
I know. Move your feet, lose your seat. That's all I'm saying.
All right, so while Elijah's looking for some
should've
news
taken
in our
my feet
school's
taller.
newspaper,
Bro. It's not even cut down that.
Students make gaming a hobby.
Can
Okay.
we stay on topic?
all right, so some guy on 9/11.
Those don't add up to 100. 87% voted for Xbox, 49% voted for PlayStation.
This is the
That's
school
more
news.
than
For
100.
viewers at home, that comes out to a
106%.
It could be. They could have counted some votes. for
106% of our voters.
both. They may have counted ties as both, in which case
That also shows how stupid our school
Then
is.
they should
If
say-
most of the
Well,
people
we
in
didn't read the
No,
article.
Shut up.
Hold on.
Not all girls
No,
think
listen
gaming
to
is lame or
listen to
weird.
my point. Hold on.
Yes, they do.
If 50,
Majority of them do.
let's say the majority of the people in our school prefer Xbox.
All right.
After the whole
Why would they?
Xbox One and PS4 thing, most of the world prefers PlayStation.
Yes.
Which is
Yet at our school, most people prefer Xbox.
because they're idiots.
Oh yeah, our school's stupid.
So just let those numbers go through your mind.
Can there
for
like be a
second.
demographic? Like,
And
is there like
then-
a direct correlation to like where you are located versus what gaming system
There's
you are
probably
most
a
likely to
study
like?
for it.
I bet there is. That'd be
Probably
really
not a
interesting.
study, but
That'd
there
be
should be,
I
and it would
bet
prove something.
Nintendo is more popular in
The
Japan.
Xbox
Oh yeah,
Oh, wow.
absolutely.
Yeah.
Xbox has no like less than 1 million sales in Japan.
Yeah.
Well, I mean,
And all the
It
people that
did
do buy it
before.
hack it.
Yeah.
they just now recently
No,
started
people who
selling
buy
Xboxes
Xbox in Japan buy PlayStation. People
That's
who
because
buy
it's
Xboxes
a
buy
PlayStation-based company.
Studies have shown that
Japan-based
users who
company.
buy PlayStations in Japan buy PlayStations.
But
106%
Nintendo's
of
like the most
Japanese
popular
people.
in Japan
Of course.
because they're a Japanese company and not a.
I don't
North
think
America.
Xbox is the most popular anywhere.
the greatest thing I've ever
Not anymore. I think they might have been before, but not anymore.
Among idiots.
We've literally got
Oh,
like
yeah.
in front of us. We've got how many Rubik's cubes?
A lot.
1,
Six.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6,
Not a cube.
7.
Oh.
7.
Also
Did you count
not
that
a
one?
cube. This is not a cube.
It's right.
All
So
right.
5. Rectangular.
5 plus a rectangle and a cylinder.
5 and 2 turny things.
You
Two turning
can,
things.
what you could say after I get done making this puzzle is that it'll get around.
So AJ was really annoying.
All right, we're done with AJ.
AJ's
So there was a
whiny
guy
little bitch there.
on 9/11 that attempted to invade the White House.
You've all
was he a
probably
dress-
heard this.
No, dressed as Pikachu.
Really?
Some guy seriously.
Was he
Who's
retarded?
That's the first question. Was he retarded?
Was he Blake's
What's the
first
white
white child?
Yeah, was he just a
Tell
heart and
us.
4 toes?
Speaking of retarded people, Blake, yesterday I told you about a retarded guy.
Were
Which
you guys
one?
talking about me?
No, I'm leaving.
Yes.
I'm leaving work, driving down A Street, South A, I think, and it's the one they redid
Okay.
recently. And some guy's out there walking up and down the sidewalk. He's holding 2 world championship wrestling belts in his hand. He has his shirt about like this over his head, like this, and he's going, "Yeah!" Every car that passes by.
Can we take a picture of that? Put it on there. Yes. Okay. Do that again.
You gotta have your eyes.
Do we have
crossed and
wrestling belts?
No, just
Yeah,
pretend Jerry
Jerry.
want to lift him up.
All right. He's going.
Jerry's gonna have to be in
in every single car that went by. So I rolled down my window and did a thumbs up.
I want to see this.
Oh god.
And I learned later, as I was telling somebody about that she knew him and he's technically mentally handicapped. Technically.
That's unfortunate.
So that's my cat.
For us.
But
I'm just like,
he's allowed to do that.
I'm all up on him. I'm up on that.
Hands are warm.
Anyways, so Hyrule Warriors.
Hyrule Warriors. What
God,
is this
that's a
game?
good game.
It's
You guys like
fantastic.
it? What is it? I
is
actually
cross-
know
yeah.
nothing.
It is,
It is a
cross
crossover,
between Dynasty Warriors and the Legend of Zelda series.
So what's Dynasty Warriors?
Yes.
Is it like
Where
It's like a samurai fighting
It's
game.
a samurai fighting game that's strategy based, and you have it's like real time strategy. So things are happening on the map, and you can see the map, and you have to go do stuff based on what's happening.
So is it? Oh, so along the lines of what I'm thinking of is like a Risk board game esque type thing where you're where you're in charge of different.
Okay, have you ever played
No.
Fire Emblem?
No, because you only really have one character who can actually do anything.
Yes, but you're the most
effective.
OP character on the battlefield.
So you're,
Well, that's
you're
because
moving
you know how
around
to
from place to
attack.
place doing stuff.
and your people don't.
Right, you move from place to place doing stuff, and you have to like actually travel in between those places.
You can capture like outposts and
Yeah.
like keeps and stuff.
So
So you capture
kind
the
of put this in
outposts
terms of a
and
game that
keeps.
I would know.
A game that you would know.
Yeah, that's
None.
all right.
You know Crossfire and Sortor.
I know a lot
and
more
Skyrim.
games than that.
And Skyrim and
Okay, it's
Like
not
Starcraft.
Pac-Man or Mario Brothers.
And
either,
Dota.
so-
StarCraft, Dota, Age of Empires.
okay,
Actually, you
it's
said
kind
it
of similar to
kinda-
Dota.
It has
Is it-
some. It
Yes.
has some similarities.
So
to
is it a
Dota.
third person then?
It is.
Yes.
Okay.
I'm just over here like LOL. How
But
do
it's
you video
also
game?
kind of like a fighter because you have combos that you can do based
Okay.
on the buttons you input. What are you doing?
He's just looking at the time.
We're at 17 minutes.
Okay.
That's not true.
But yeah, it's a really fun game, and you have like tons of characters. You got like
And
Link,
you should
Zelda,
buy it, give
Sheik.
Nintendo your money.
Yes, and buy a Wii U if you don't have one to play it.
Because Nintendo needs your money. Well, they don't need it, but you should give it to them anyways.
You know
Oh,
Nintendo owns
by the
like
way.
a boat manufacturing.
You know your
company?
Yes.
mom
Yeah.
owns Nintendo?
Why is your mom giving me any money? We're free games.
Oh, seriously.
Got him.
Your mom's
All right. Anyways,
That's
I was looking at some statistics the other day, and the PlayStation 4 is the most sold 8th generation console. Below that is the Nintendo 3DS, then the Wii U, then the Xbox One, and it's by like 2 million apiece on each of those.
Man, Xbox is falling behind.
Yeah, because
So
they
is
suck.
Wii U.
Yeah.
Because Wii U doesn't have games.
Well, it's going to catch up.
I don't know how
I
much
think.
it's really Xbox, but Microsoft is kind of falling behind.
Yeah.
The one thing I want to say about the Wii U
Like
having
Windows
poor
8.
sales, I watched a video by Game Theory. I know Dallas knows who that is, and a lot of people probably do.
I do.
But like they
don't even know
compared
if it's
the
a pirate.
Wii U to the Virtual Boy, and all of the Wii U's problems come from the exact same reasons the Virtual Boy failed.
Because they tried to make it 3D.
Bad marketing
No,
campaign.
because first of all, 0 launch titles.
Okay.
Really, you
Yeah.
know, nobody knows how to make games for it. So third parties are like, I don't even want to touch that crap.
And Nintendo doesn't allow third parties as much as other companies
yes,
do. so-
they talked about that too. And really, that was a lot of it. Is there's no games and nobody wants to or knows how to make games for it. Because why make? Because porting a game from Xbox to PlayStation is very simple. You
Because
just
they're,
change.
the same, they're basically
Yes,
the same
they're
system,
the same thing for the most part.
but with different.
But then
As far
changing
as
they have
that's
different
concerned.
programming, but as far as we're concerned, they are basically the same.
But porting a game from, let's say, PlayStation to Wii U or vice versa is very complicated
Or to
because
PC.
you have to counter an entire other screen that has all these other functions.
Right.
And so nobody wants to do that. So that's why there are no titles
And
for
there
it.
are
Yeah.
a couple. Ubisoft does it.
Yeah.
Um,
I'm saying
Ubisoft's a
comparatively,
good
there are no
company.
titles for
Right.
it compared to how many there are for everything else. And that's
but
why nobody
it
wants
also
to make
makes
titles for it.
Nintendo a very first-party system,
It does.
which is good in a way. That way, if you ever wanted to buy a Nintendo game and play it with your friends, you know that they're going to have the same system as you.
Mhm.
So if you want to play Smash Bros, you're gonna have to play it on Wii U or
Right.
3DS, whichever version you.
It's not like I
choose.
can't play Call of Duty with my friends because they have an Xbox and I have a PlayStation.
Right.
Well, I mean,
Yeah,
well,
I wouldn't want to do that
well,
anyways.
Yeah,
But
but like,
besides the point.
I think the online aspect might not connect, but it might. I have no idea how Xbox and PC work together.
Oh, PC and Xbox don't function together.
Yeah, which is which is
But
what
no
I figured.
system and
Well, they
PC
function
work
with
together.
Windows 8. They actually have some functionality together.
Really?
Portal
Yeah.
2 had a thing where you could do that.
Oh,
Actually,
well,
Nice.
that's okay. Portal 2 was a good game.
it was.
Portal has better ratings.
Portal was a very indie game
It was.
type game, and that
Wait.
was very nice. I really enjoy that.
I like indie games sometimes when they're done right. I really want to buy
how do you
Shovel
mean-
Knight.
Wait, how do you mean
I
by
don't know. I don't know
indie
what that
games?
So while we're on
Indie
the-
games is individual developer. They're usually
Okay.
they usually come out at patch rates. You know, like this is an update to the next next update, that kind of thing.
Yeah.
They're not made by big companies in particular. Like,
Minecraft is an
Minecraft
indie
started
game.
out as an
Okay.
indie
It started
game.
as
Well,
more.
yeah.
Yeah, I'm really hoping
Yeah.
that since Microsoft bought Minecraft, they do something with it.
Probably not. They're gonna screw it up.
They'll
like
do
they with
something,
everything.
but
Yeah, they'll
nothing
do
good.
something. It won't be good though.
It's kind of like when Google bought YouTube and they screwed it up.
But
Oh yeah.
well, I mean it. Well, I mean,
The Google
Once
Plus
you've
is
gotten
like
used
Google Plus is
to it.
getting better.
Yeah,
I mean,
it's-
they're
it's
starting to
a
like.
lot better.
I feel like basically what they're doing with it though is they're just kind of integrating it back into what it used to be. They're just gonna put Google Plus.
People
on
don't
it.
like change. You change anything on anything.
Why
people
change it
hate
if it was working? It's like I
yeah,
don't get
that's
that.
that's my.
Well,
They-
that,
they
that,
tried to
improvements or
improve
changes
it.
people don't like.
well, somewhat with Minecraft, that wasn't really. That was more of an economic decision. Like, and I know that a lot of those developers wanted out because they wanted to move on. So
Right.
I don't think they weren't looking in the interest of
But
the
I
game.
think
as-
people just want to move on from Minecraft as well.
Yeah, I don't. I feel like Microsoft bought Minecraft on the downtrend, and I'm not sure why they did that.
Yeah, Minecraft.
Maybe they
is
have
So they
going
could have
to-
bought.
make
So
it-
they could buy it
make
for
something
cheap.
from
And,
it.
Like,
Yeah.
they're gonna make profit off it, but I don't know if they're gonna get their money back.
I feel like they might rebuild the engine using C++.
if they do, I hope to
That'd be-
God
make
they
it more
they
stable.
get rid of DirectX and go with like OpenCL or Mantle.
But no matter
Please
what,
do.
even if they did
They're-
that,
they're not
does
gonna
that
get rid of
make you want to
DirectX.
play
They need
Minecraft
to.
anymore? Really?
Yeah, I mean,
It's still the same game.
It's still the same.
It's
Well,
still okay.
if anything, at least like give it a story.
There's been
No,
there's
I
been
don't, I don't think it's.
I mean,
the
fair.
appeal to
it's a
Minecraft
sandbox
is that it's a sandbox.
It
game.
is a sandbox game. That's true.
But then again, GTA
Which, I mean,
is a
it-
sandbox game with the story, and
Well,
Dallas hates that game.
give Minecraft a campaign mode,
Dallas
but
has no
the
taste
sandbox
of
mode
fun.
will always be more popular.
Yeah, Dallas doesn't like sandbox fun.
Well, it's not fun, so
It is fun.
it's fun. You get to do whatever you want.
That's fun.
Dallas isn't creative. He likes stories.
He doesn't like.
Yeah.
Do you not like
I-
Rockstar games, or just not like Grand Theft Auto in general?
what do you mean by Rockstar games?
It's the company that makes
Oh,
GTA.
okay. I don't know any other games that Rockstar made.
Basically GTA. That's it.
They made Midnight Club.
Which
It's
is
a good
GTA,
rate.
which is a different name.
No, it's not. It's a racing game, you fucking idiot.
Midnight Club.
Yes, it's basically.
Even though
Need
you
for Speed.
drive around just like in GTA and kill people.
No, you don't kill people. It's just racing. It's Need for Speed.
Well, I don't like any car game really, because I'm not a big car
So
guy.
GTA is
So-
a big car.
Oh, car.
I thought you said card.
Yeah,
I'm like
with,
I was like, but I like
And we
solitaire.
play
yeah,
Yu-Gi-Oh.
GTA is a car game. Because if there weren't cars in GTA, it would not be fun at all.
It's
It
also a
wouldn't be
playing game though.
auto. It would be Grand Theft.
Well, I mean, despite the title,
Grand Theft
obviously.
5.
But then it basically turns into payday.
If they had called it Grand Theft, that'd have been nice.
Grand Theft.
Grand Theft.
GTP.
well,
Yeah.
Grand Theft
Well, it's
5.
just, but then
No,
it
it
kind
wouldn't
of
be
becomes like
five. It'd
payday.
be
They would have just called it Grand Larceny.
No, just all of them. None
Grand
of them are
Larceny
racing. None of them
5.
have
General misdemeanors and
automobiles of
loitering.
any sort.
General misdemeanors and loitering / B felonies.
So I'd like to point out
Fine.
the school newspaper.
Do not touch.
They have two advertisements.
No loitering.
Wait,
What do they have?
They have two advertisements for pizza on here, and then
They both suck,
a
though.
pregnant, worried advertisement, and that's the advertisements from the newspaper. Pizza and
Pregnancy. Pregnancy.
Pizza,
in our
pregnancy,
school
and
newspaper.
ice cream.
My
go
the
hand
two
in
things
hand.
I worry about the most, actually.
Pizza and pregnancy.
I worry about getting her pregnant, and I
Where am I
really
food?
want to get pizza.
I really want to get my pizza pregnant.
But Hyrule Warriors. That's like that's like number 3.
Pizza.
I get
definitely,
Hyrule Warriors pregnant.
It's definitely ranked above what we're doing
It's
right now.
definitely
Yeah.
number 2. Pizza's first, and then Hyrule Warriors, and then the pregnancy.
Well,
Okay.
food in general, pizza.
I mean,
falling
if you
under
get her
that.
pregnant, it'd be okay.
Yeah.
You can just ship the kid off to China or something. They
Yeah.
want. They have tons of them anyways.
Oh my god, that's one of those phrases.
That's that's very offensive.
Oh, well.
Why it's racist?
I can send the kid over to Asia, and then they can build my
Usually
next
topics.
video game system.
Okay.
Well, I'm fucking
So-
your mother.
I have.
Okay,
I have
well then.
Okay. Well, I mean, you would have to be fucking the kid's mother in order to get the kid. So, I mean,
Does it really matter?
You just ruined it trying to explain it.
No, you ruined it when you made the joke.
yeah. I was
Shut up,
trying
Jerry.
to. I was trying to ruin your joke. That's the difference.
Hey, the picture finally loaded.
All right. And he broke his watch.
It's a cheap $5 one.
Okay.
It's also
That was my
broken.
favorite Rolex.
Folex.
Timex.
Timex.
My swatch.
Disinfect to protect.
Rose-
My swatch.
Ropex.
X.
X.
Sissy.
Ro-
GTA 5.
8.
Why are we talking about GTA?
I don't know why I clicked on
Okay,
this, but it just
because
now loaded.
I want to know.
So-
There's other Rockstar games. What?
It just now loaded.
Who makes
Like,
Guitar
pull up a
Hero?
list of Rockstar games.
That's what we were trying to do.
Okay.
Who makes Guitar Hero?
Well,
Guitar Hero,
Activision.
Activation, and Octane.
Yeah.
Blake's looking up porn.
All right. So
That's porn.
Amazon.
Masturbating to the wrong thing.
Actually, that's one of the topics on here.
But Amazon has
Masturbating technique.
There's a technique where you sit on your hand until it falls.
Stranger.
asleep.
The stranger.
Stranger. Yes.
There's also one where you cross your legs.
I remember.
It's called the Elijah.
It's called the Elijah.
Now, everybody thinks that you masturbate with your legs crossed. You may want to clear this up. You have 20 seconds to go.
I do.
Cleared up.
Owning up to it like a man.
Oh god, the conversation at 3 o'clock in the morning with that. We should probably get some backstory to
Let's
that.
not, and just completely ignore the rest of that.
remember my story when I went to the ER because I got a flashlight stuck on this hand?
Yes.
The cap
Wait,
of the flashlight.
I translated that differently.
And I still have a very small scar on it. But
What do you think, his dick?
I was saying a flashlight.
flash.
I'm like,
Flash
versus
Hold on a
flash.
second.
Designed
Hold on a
to be
second.
smaller.
Hold on a
My
second.
finger.
Hold on a second. Remember that time I got a flashlight stuck on my dick?
Remember that time I got it off with my mouth? And then I got you
How
off
do you
with
put
my
a
mouth?
flashlight in your mouth?
So I was talking about, I got 2 shots of Novocaine in this finger, and it never really numbed it up because it couldn't get past the
I thought you were gonna say it never got unnumbed.
unnumb. It never got past the point of my finger where the flashlight was stuck.
numb.
Oh my god, Dallas, I hate you.
You're welcome.
Go die.
That's his favorite band.
Stop interrupting people, Dallas. Gosh.
Yeah, Dallas.
I know. I'm doing it on purpose now.
So
was
Blake,
downhill
you
slope.
were talking about how, hey, you should mess with yourself with this finger, and I'm like, how am I gonna do this? He's like, up the butt, man. And I'm like, why would I do that? Why would if I liked that? Why would I do that? Because I would eventually progress to more and more stuff. And I'd be like, no, mom and dad, you don't get it. I'm not gay. I just like dicks in my ass. It's not.
Yeah, I remember that. You should like totally finger
No, but
yourself.
that's
Like,
exactly,
where would I do it?
that
And I
is-
was like,
that
up the
is-
butt. Where
Blake,
else?
That is exactly what happened. You went, hey, you know what you should do with your finger? You need to put it up your butt.
But and he was, I remember that. And he was just like, why would I do that? And I was like, I don't know.
Wait, was this?
And I was trying to ignore him during the podcast, so we said it 5 or 6 times.
Stick it up your
He's
butt.
like,
Put your finger up your butt.
Finger
Hey, Elijah,
your butt.
put your finger
And
up
I'm
your
just
butt.
keep on talking. And he goes, hey Elijah. I'm like, shut up.
So I looked up the,
Hey, Elijah.
I looked up the cross.
Hey, Elijah.
Rockstar.
Okay,
Look at me,
Rockstar
Elijah.
games. Let's go.
Rockstar game.
What? No.
List them.
Rockstar. Okay, so Rockstar's done the Grand Theft Auto series, Monster Truck Madness,
No.
Wild Metal Country, Thrasher, Skate and Destroy, Midnight Club,
Red Dead.
Smuggler's Run, Max Payne.
Oh yeah, Red Dead. How did we not think of that?
Also, how did you not think of LA Noir?
I was trying to
It's
think
like the
of
biggest game of 2011.
Red Dead and LA
and
Noir. I
And
couldn't-
Bully.
That's what I was trying
Bully.
to think of.
Probably the best game ever. Bully.
I don't think I've ever played any of those
Rockstar
games.
Games presents.
LA
I've
Noir
never played
is...
Table
any of them,
tennis.
but I know all of them.
Do you know what Heavy Rain is?
No.
All right, LA Noir is a game where you are a detective and you're solving crimes
Oh, it's
based on
such a
people's
good game.
facial cues and features.
Okay.
But you also drive around in a car, kind of like Grand
Wait.
Theft Auto.
So it's basically
Here's
Grand
the
Theft Auto.
Shut
Here's
up.
the
We
underlying
haven't
theme
mentioned
to all
their
the
best
games.
game. We haven't mentioned their best game. Rockstar Games presents Table Tennis. From the people that brought you Grand Theft Auto, Table Tennis. I really want to play that just out of curiosity now.
Dude, I went.
When did that come out? 2006.
It's old.
I was gonna say that's pretty.
They've actually done
new.
some. They've done some
Okay.
films too. The Football Factory, Grand Theft Auto San Andreas, The Introduction. That was a film. Holy crap! Sunday Driver
Wait,
and Red Dead Redemption: The Man from Blackwater.
Does that come out to being like normal table tennis or more like
Grand Theft, like
more
cars,
like driving around in a car
playing table tennis.
Like, I want to point out, those are not films like you think of.
I know what they are.
Those are not films that you go to the movie theater and see.
I know.
Dang it,
this.
Elijah.
Sorry about it.
Why does your dick look like it has two sets of nuts?
All right, so
By the way, nobody
it's like a
listening to
shake
that
weight.
knows
The dick
that
is
he
the dick is symmetrical.
It looks more like a dog bone.
Guys,
than
I
a
just
dick.
want to point out that anybody listening to that thinks that you're actually talking about his dick.
I was drawing a
No, leave it at that. It's fine.
All right, so Amazon has tried to introduce the new Amazon Fire phone, and it flopped.
Really?
I never heard of that. I know Walmart has a cell phone.
Well, it's
Coming out.
only done through AT&T, which is probably why it flopped.
Yeah.
But they started selling it at 99 cents.
What?
That's like
And-
most companies. A lot of companies
okay.
do that. But you have to sign on with a 2-year contract,
Yeah,
and that's
okay.
$150.
Yeah.
But you get Amazon Prime if you buy the Amazon Fire phone.
Yeah, for a year.
Yeah,
pretty
I mean that's still
That's a
year of
$75 value. Yours for absolutely $150
with a phone.
with a phone.
Anyways, it's still it's a good phone. I liked it. I think it's cool. I think it's cool, but
I'm not getting it.
What
They
makes
can't
it different from the other 500 phones? Right
It runs Android OS. You son of a bitch.
now?
Stop it.
it runs Android OS.
Lots of things run
And-
Android OS. Every
Or
Samsung.
and it comes
instead
with
of Amazon
Amazon
OS. Or Prime OS or whatever the hell it's
yeah.
called.
Well, okay. Yeah. I was gonna say.
It's
I
basically,
thought it had its own
honestly, it
operating
is a
system.
reskin version of Windows OS.
It
They
looks-
look identical.
Yeah.
They look.
Speaking
really-
of Windows OS, Cortana. Has anybody ever tried that?
I heard
Does
it's
it actually work?
I heard it was really good. I went
'Cause
like
Is
it?
the
Cortana?
Cortana, which
It's
is the
the
better
new-
version of Siri and
It's
S voice.
Siri and S voice for
When they
Windows.
sold the name from
Windows.
Halo.
Like I heard it's really good.
It's Microsoft, so they're
Yeah.
allowed to.
Okay,
It's called
yeah.
Cortana, and basically what they've tried to do is just make it more lifelike. And I honestly don't think the functionality between like Siri and Cortana, they both function the exact same way. It's just one sounds a lot more realistic and responds to more commands,
Yeah.
and that just makes a world of difference.
It reminds in my 5th period
Cortana,
class.
who is Layla Starr?
In
Why did you
Okay.
look good?
all right, so
Glad you got it.
Probably a porn star.
Blake, you remember Ryan from the program we did over the
Oh,
summer?
giant heat sink, Ryan.
Yeah. So he's in my U.S. history class, and
He's in me and Jordan's 4th period.
we were talking about. Oh wow, I'm sorry.
Yep.
We were talking about in class
I wish Neff was here. That'd be fun.
Cortana and the new Windows phone,
Right now.
and
That's true.
the teacher was like, "Ryan, would you buy the Windows phone for Cortana?" And he was like, "Well,
Well,
maybe if it had the original voice actor that was in Halo, I would buy it. But since it doesn't, I don't think I'm going to."
Like, I
was
just
his-
wanted
that
to
was
to
his-
make
random
that voice.
That was his real response.
Like he probably just wanted to masturbate to it.
In his defense, when I hear
You're back.
Cortana, I do think of Halo
Yeah.
a lot.
Yeah.
Or I think of phones.
But
Yeah.
either way, it's still cool.
I don't think it's really anything to make fun of there. I think the guy is just like didn't really care that much about the actual functionality, but if his phone sounded like Halo, I mean that'd be pretty cool.
I don't think he cared about the sound. Go look up a picture of Cortana from Halo.
they don't even look the same.
Yeah, but that's not my point.
Yeah, the phone doesn't have boobs.
All right, so can I tell a news story that I read the other day?
Go for it.
All right, so Nick Olivas was a 14-year-old middle school student in Phoenix, Arizona, when he says that he was raped by a 20-year-old woman. Raped because even if it was not forced to have sex, under state law, a child younger than 15 cannot consent to sex under any circumstance. So,
That's under federal
Oh,
law.
but he was willing to have sex.
it doesn't matter if he was or not. He claims that he was raped.
But he
Either way.
was willing to have sex. I'm not
We
asking
don't
if it
know.
matters. He was.
We
though.
don't-
Is that,
yeah.
is that the point?
We don't know if he
okay,
was.
Okay, that's what I was getting out of that.
So 6 years later, this year, he is being sued $15,000 in child support
Why?
because he got the woman that raped him pregnant.
No, that's not how that works.
Yeah.
And good guy Greg over here,
Pansies get raped.
good guy Greg, he is actually willing to pay it because he grew up without a father or mother or something.
Yeah, I'll get his
and he didn't
his
want-
reason for why he paying it. I can respect that, but I think
I wish he would just get the kid though.
I would. Yeah, I would rather him like take custody.
No,
Yeah.
I kind of want that guy. You should give him to me.
So wait a minute. He grew up without a father, so in his mind, the replacement for that
Wait.
is okay. I'll pay.
Yeah, I'll pay child support.
Hold on.
His
probably-
past balance of around 15,000 plus 10% interest from the years he didn't pay. The years he didn't pay when he was in middle school.
No, see, like that's so stupid because he's not an adult, so he can't be tried as an adult. And
He
that's-
is now.
He
He's
is
20
now.
years
He
old.
is now.
But can you really like once he turns an adult, can you really all of a sudden backlog to when he wasn't an adult? Like you can't try him when he's not an adult. So what gives you like the right when he is an adult now to all of a sudden charge
None
him
of
the
us are
past years
lawyers,
that he?
Blake.
It's just so stupid.
It doesn't make sense. Like, why would you be charging a middle schooler with child support?
Excited.
Oh, it's
No,
10
that's
years.
common. I mean, that makes sense. What doesn't make sense is that they're charging child support for somebody who got raped.
Yeah,
I think that's
which,
the real
yeah,
problem here.
which is the extremely stupid part.
All right, there's some bad math here. He was 14 when he was raped. He's now 24. 2 years ago, he got paperwork for his 6-year-old daughter.
So his daughter's now 6 years old.
He's now 6-year-old daughter.
No, she went through a 2-year pregnancy.
That
more that
was
sounds
the
like.
point.
Okay. So that's really bad.
Which is it? I think the news article might just be wrong here.
Yeah,
I don't
it
think,
probably is.
I'm pretty sure that this
That's
actually
too
I
many.
don't think
happened.
that's the point of the article.
Considering either way, yeah, he says that he lost his mom at a young age, so he knows what it's like to only have one parent, and he can't leave her out there. She deserves a dad. So, I don't know.
I mean,
if,
he's being a good guy.
I don't know if this guy's actually like getting to raise.
What the heck are you doing, Jerry? You're hitting yourself in the face with your watch.
With his mouth.
With his mouth.
There's no way we could describe this on the podcast.
You got your watch in your mouth and you're biting down on it, making it hit you in the face. That's a pretty good
All right,
description. So maybe we can't describe this. I take back everything I said.
I was getting bored. Guys are making me
Stop arguing
know the
semantics.
podcast is
So you
getting
know what
boring
Blake did
then when
recently?
Jerry
God dang it.
starts hitting
We really have to talk about this?
Okay, so he wants to fight the case in court, but he cannot pay for a lawyer. Probably because he owns $50,000.
Child support. Why don't you get a lawyer, man? I can't. I'm in $15,000 worth of debt now.
Actually, 1,000.
Talk to BA. He has 4 kids.
$16,500.
Yeah.
When we went Dallas, when we went over to your house after the robotics, the
Yeah, we gotta tell about
awards-
that.
awards giving thing.
Oh.
And I'm driving over to your house, right? I'll just go to Dallas.
I had Dallas and
Blake goes, he goes, hey. Just follow me back to Dallas's house. I'm like, all right, I'll do that. I start following Blake. He takes all of the back roads to the back of the town, and I'm driving through freaking parking lots, following Blake through the town.
Dude, we totally
No.
did. We did it on purpose.
And then Spencer
no,
calls
afterwards-
me,
no,
and he's
afterwards-
like,
Where are you
I've been
guys?
at your house for 5 minutes.
No, afterwards Blake told me, he's like, I had no idea what I was doing. I was just going through the back roads going to Dallas's house.
No, we totally
No,
did.
no.
We
You
did
know,
that
I
on
was going
purpose.
back to the
No,
house
we
and
did that on
Dallas was
purpose.
taking me.
No.
You were following directions
No.
from Dallas. No.
No. Yes.
No.
Yes. Yes.
No.
Yes.
No.
Yes.
No.
Yes.
No.
Yes. That's how it went. We did it on purpose, dang it.
Yes, we did it on purpose, but you were following directions from Dallas to purposely lead Elijah around the town. There.
No.
I just
Yes.
Dallas, you were there.
Yes.
You were the one giving
Yes.
directions.
Yes.
Please just agree
Yes.
with me.
Yes.
Jordan is right.
Yes.
There we go.
And now we're having a photo op by Blake's mom. Everybody say smile.
Cool.
Smile.
Frown.
Friend.
Pickles.
Just taking.
I'm totally following it right now.
She's recording our intro.
It's like that
gotten
panoramic
really
and that
awkward
guy's
now.
in every picture.
You should have seen the one that Michael did. Mason did a panorama on his iPhone, and Mason, and Michael was in it. And when Mason was doing it, Michael walked past, and all you see is just like 40 Michaels.
That's amazing.
Oh, I
God,
love the ones.
that's
Have you seen those?
terrifying.
Have you seen those fail panoramas that are posted like on all those websites? And you'll see one guy who like be standing there, and his head, like his body's here, and his head is just like
Yeah.
over here. It's just his head.
I love those. They're the best.
Oh, and the one. Did you see the one that was like it was a party, okay, and these guys were like in their boxes, whatever, and they're in a bathtub filled with beer. It's just a frat party, right?
Okay.
Someone did a panorama, and all you see is arms and legs. That's it. Like everyone is just like just arms and legs, because they're in the bathtub thrashing around. So all you see is just like some guy's got like an arm coming out of his neck. Like I don't know how to. Oh God.
Yeah.
Have you messed that up yet, Jordan?
No.
I know he's trying to
he's
restrain
very
from
tempted.
doing that.
Did we?
By the way, Blake is making a barrel mod of a 7x7x7.
More like a cylinder mod.
This is a cylinder mod.
Okay, well, whatever.
I got
And
bored.
Jordan is messing with it when it's doesn't have any stickers on it, so you can't really solve it very easily. So,
Don't mess it up, you jerk!
Blake's very nervous that it's going to get messed up.
Because last time Jordan did it, it looked like there was a circle going through a solid. Like all you see is just like, it's like one half of it was all perfect, and the other side was just like, going around.
I will take pictures of the cube.
You know,
Take a picture. Just give me a second.
oh God.
All right,
What's next?
The cylinder.
I was out of things.
All right, I got a bunch.
Oh God.
So I
Now take pictures, Elijah.
Oh my gosh. All right. So
Elijah,
I
you
can
take pictures now.
Okay.
I hate you.
Go.
I'm gonna zoom in.
That's the 1 hour mark right there.
So
All right.
I thought we were at 30 minutes.
Nope.
No. Really? Wow.
Well, the first 5 or 10 minutes was
Stupid.
What? It's 41 minutes, Spencer.
Okay.
Okay, you're so dumb.
Well, I'm reading it from like a really bad angle here.
Faggot.
So
Just kidding.
when I'm at work, I work for 8 hours and I listen to podcasts or music or whatever because they let us wear headphones.
Not this one though,
the
right?
whole 8.
Yeah, not this
yeah,
one.
not this one.
Turns
the
out
whole
all-
day out.
This
the
is
whole,
just a good
Probably because
podcast.
we haven't made this one yet. The whole 8 hours.
Shut up.
I'm thinking of what I'm going to say on the podcast.
Great.
And when I think of something good, I write it down in my phone.
I do that too.
Oh, that's cute.
So
It's cute.
that was my messages. That was not
Music for the
mine.
bag.
So recently, let's see what I have written down.
What was the name of our viewer that we had?
Roberto.
So it turns out Elijah was Roberto. Elijah hates me now. Anyway.
We got a. This is why we have to do the podcast live now because we have a soundboard on TeamSpeak now that we use.
Yeah. I'm sure you'll get to hear it next time we.
Yeah, the next podcast is gonna be.
Oh goodness, that's gonna be fun.
God, it's just gonna be sound effects.
Yeah.
It's just gonna be sound effects.
There will be no talking.
There will be no talking.
So I
am a Stegosaurus.
You
don't know, man.
Shut up!
That is exactly what will happen.
So I get bad allergies in allergy season, but I'm not allergic to a single thing. Like
Awesome.
even I'm immune to poison ivy, which is
Oh really?
You're obviously
serious?
allergic to airborne.
but I get poison
things.
oak pretty bad. So that's what
I get poison oak
Trade-offs.
really bad.
so
Breaks on.
but I get this just started happening like in the past year or so. I'll get
See-
bad allergies for seasonal allergies, and it used to be I'd only get like stuffy noses and stuff in the winter, but the way I sneeze is I think you might have seen this once or twice in middle school.
good.
I don't sneeze like how people go achoo 2 times in a row.
Bless you.
I will sneeze about half a minute in between each sneeze for about an hour, just every so often. And I can, if I pull on my nose hairs or rub my nose really bad, I can force myself to start to sneeze.
Oh my God, what's
So-
wrong
so
with
when I go
if I
to-
pull on my
If I
nose
feel
hairs.
like I'm going to sneeze, I always sneeze like into my shirt because that's that video we watched in 8th grade about hygiene.
See, I don't do that because I have too much snot coming out
I
of my
know.
nose.
Oh,
It's
yeah.
like a
I'll just be
block.
like
I
a snot
sneeze
sleeve.
out of my mouth. My sneezes are insanely loud.
If
Mine
I
too.
if
I'll
I
do-
have
I'll do
no other
later.
options, I usually go for my sock.
Let's talk about nap sneezes.
No. And as I
My dad's
No.
sneezes are the worst.
and when I sneeze, like when I go to sneeze, sometimes I'll try to keep it in, and that's the worst possible thing.
Oh yeah.
Because,
Like, your
like
ears
you can
pop.
stop a sneeze by like holding your nose or doing this, or for some reason this works. The thing you see in movies when you put your finger under your nose. But whenever I do that and I end up not sneezing, I feel really bad for no reason. I'm like I should have sneezed. Why did I not sneeze? I'm getting stuck.
Oh, the
I
worst
failed,
is-
you nose.
The worst feeling is like when you have to sneeze and you're just sitting there like, I can feel it coming. I know it. Hold on. No. Wait.
Yeah, and you have that retarded look on your
Yeah, you
face.
just look like retarded.
All right.
What's
so
normal for you,
the,
Lick?
the
Stop
other
it.
week, a couple weeks,
Stop it.
a week or two ago, I guess, I had to sneeze when I was sick, so my ears were all like stuffy and everything
Oh
too.
God, your ears pop.
And my
dude.
ears popped when I sneezed into a tissue, and it didn't unpop for 20 minutes.
That's the worst.
I hate that.
Do you have bubble gum?
No.
You should have chewed
Did you
some.
try yawning?
It doesn't
Yes.
work.
Did you try it?
I've chewed gum so many times when my ears pop, and it never helps.
I've
Whenever
never
I-
had problems with my ears
No,
popping.
mine.
I don't
Whenever
understand
my
why.
ears
Huh?
pop,
Even on an airplane?
I have the
Yeah,
uncontrolled.
You never
urge
had
to
your ears
yawn.
pop going?
Well, I mean,
from-
like I have nothing pop, but like it's not like for like any amount of time. It's never annoying. It's just like
Go to your
oh.
pants.
Oh.
You're fortunate. Every time I
pull up
fly
my
from
pant legs,
Colorado, because Colorado's so high up, so flying from Colorado to anywhere, it's like my ears scream.
What is you showing us?
Boy, man. Yeah, why'd you
Why'd
put
you
this
his leg
shows
on the
us
table?
hairy
This is my
leg?
leg.
That's scary.
We need to-
Oh,
My leg's
God.
pretty hairy.
Why are we pulling? I'm good.
Junior.
Jerry's got us all beat.
He's got
Junior.
Jerry's on fire.
He's gonna
It's
raise it.
orange.
Put him
You
out!
know what else is on fire?
That's funny because he said girl.
You know what else is on fire?
Not your love life.
No, just shut up.
That's probably it. Probably doesn't pick it up. But I ran into about the middle of the
I bet
cafeteria
it got
and
it.
yelled.
It
Oh,
probably
it
did.
got me.
Whatever.
Oh,
So, what? We
Well,
lost
I've added my
topic now
2 cents.
because
Bye, guys.
Gonna go play Hyrule Warriors now.
Yeah.
That's great.
So-
do you want me to? Here, I'll open up the wrist.
the wrist.
the wrist.
The wrist.
The wrist.
So I'm looking at my wrist right
Oh, so
now,
that's
and I think our
Splida?
next topic should be
Split.
tumors.
You want to fight?
Blood should be the next topic because I'm looking at my wrist.
Oh yeah. So, is there ever a celebrity you see that everybody likes and you're like, it's not
Yes,
attractive?
all of them.
It's not
Not
attractive.
all of them.
Because your
Don't
standard,
you
because
lie.
your concept of women is skewed.
No, it's not. I just don't like people that I don't know.
Emma Watson. Do you not?
Oh, she's attractive, but I like them.
That's what we're talking
That's what we're talking about.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay.
No one
Is there a
said
celebrity
that.
you don't
like
find
Emma
attractive that everyone else does?
Well, yeah.
Miley Cyrus.
Taylor Swift.
Old Miley Cyrus or new Miley Cyrus?
New Miley Cyrus.
Well,
I don't think
A lot of people
I don't
that
think
think her
anyone.
attractive.
Actually, there's a lot of people that do. But
Selena
Because they're all
Gomez.
weird.
This,
Selena Gomez?
wait, I like what she looks like. Never mind. I was thinking the wrong thing.
No,
I was thinking.
personally-
I was thinking the,
I was thinking-
the
I like-
clothed version.
I don't like Emma Watson.
I don't
really?
either. I'll be honest.
I'll be like, no.
Not her
I don't
face.
like Kate Upton.
Her face is like this long.
I get that she's pretty, but I don't see it. I don't like, no.
I don't like Kate Upton. I don't
Alright.
like. She looks terrible.
I don't like the fact that her
so-
face is like this long. It's a pretty long face.
A long face.
By the long
She's
face.
a
I'm a
moose.
horse.
She's a moose.
Barker.
she has a face.
Face of a horse.
It's a face.
It's a face. No.
So,
Never noticed.
how about that new song "Booty"?
Oh my
Iggy
god.
Azalea. Iggy Azalea is not attractive no matter what you say.
Who's
I think
She's got like two
I don't
like
attractive,
one mole's
just-
right
I don't
here and the
like
other one's like she has no
It's only
freckles
when
on her
she
face.
starts
The
to
one
talk.
freckle that's on her face is here.
I don't
And I
like Iggy.
cannot stop staring at it.
I don't like Iggy Azalea.
I don't.
I do.
People,
She's attractive
the angle.
by sight, but whenever she starts singing or talking,
the
I'm
more-
just like,
she's
nah.
like illiterate.
The more I
Yeah.
the more I get to know people, the more attractive I find them, Spencer. Eh.
But that,
Got
actually,
that chin
I read
strap
about
going
this.
on.
What? I'm being serious. I've read about what you just said, except not with like if you if you like somebody,
Ooh, that's cold.
Oh my god.
if you like somebody,
My lips are cold
and,
now.
You're not necessarily
By the
super
way, Jerry's
attracted
talking
to
about
them.
Elisha's balls.
My hands are cold on his arms. I was touching his arm.
I was talking.
So you've read things online about celebrities?
All right, I read a thing online about psychology.
Was it the fappening?
No, it wasn't. So,
I read that.
if you
I didn't.
like somebody or you start to fall in love with somebody, any physical feature about them that most people would be like, oh, I hate that about them, they look terrible because of that, you will completely ignore it.
Yeah,
You had to read a study to figure this out?
I knew that for.
Well, everybody does it. Just
So
it
beautiful.
can be terrible.
I feel like I've heard that before.
Look
over
over
and he's like,
love me.
Shut up, Whitey.
Shut up, lady.
Whitey.
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 I thought.
Like Whitey Castle.
I was.
No.
I heard like lady
the
in an
girl
Australian
that likes
accent out of
Elijah.
that. Laddie.
Got him.
Oh yeah, I never told you what came of that phone call.
Oh yeah. Tell us about that.
She calls me, or actually she texted me, and she's like, "Hey, can we talk?" And I'm like,
No.
I'm like,
No.
Do you honestly think I have stuff to do?
Knock knock. Who's there? The door.
So the other day, I was.
Seriously, like nothing happened.
No, she calls me, and apparently that was awesome. She's graduating high school a year early because she wants to get out because everybody hates her because she's slow.
Shocker.
Because she's slow at stuff, and everybody's like, "Fuck yeah," and she's not getting along with her boyfriend. She's doing too many things and not getting enough done because of that.
Yeah.
And I said, "You need to drop things." And I
Like
was like,
talking
"Hey,
to me?
The base.
I'm like, if people are holding you back
The
and you don't need
floor.
them, get rid of them. You need to dump your boyfriend. He needs to go."
Boyfriend, go. Now, I know, like at this moment, I feel like.
Like, I won't date you, but I'll be happier.
I was about to say, like, get in her mind now. She's going, oh my god, he wants to date me.
No.
Babe, we're through. Hangs up and like calls you, date me.
She
No.
wants the T.
she wants the Elijah.
The R.
The Q.
The letter in
S.
between.
Oh gosh, you mean that R? The one that's
letter-
on the wall right over there?
Yeah, the letter in between C and E.
The
And
D.
We go to Kansas City Alaska High School. That's what the R stands for, Kansas City.
Oh, did
Alaska.
you hear? God, oh god. When McDougal, did you hear what Michael said to him? He was like, "Hey, how do you spell me?" And McDougal was like, "Me." Michael's like, "You forgot the D," and he was just like, "There's no D." And shut up.
I love doing that to people.
There's no D in me. Not yet. It's great. It's like the oldest joke.
I don't think I've
Anytime
heard
I
that
ever
one.
think
Yeah,
about
I
how
haven't
Jerry
either.
looks in real life,
You guys suck.
That
Spend
face
enough time on the
pops
internet.
up. Oh my god, that's scary.
no.
Oh wow.
When
I
Jer-
wasn't even
Yeah.
looking that way.
You see how he scooted? He was like. Oh my god. I just love how he scooted over.
He's right
Dude,
now.
he was just like, he was
His
just looking at
leg
me, he
is-
was just like,
His leg is on my leg.
You see
Stop
that
it.
he's-
Stop.
My leg's on my leg.
No.
I think you're missing the fact that he's slightly shaking when he says that. It's like
Get up. That's important stuff.
It's
Oh,
his,
I thought it was an empty bag.
It's
Well,
his,
never
it's
mind
his
then.
teeth
Well, either
that
way.
make it, because you got the two
Like,
I don't mind your leg being
two
on top of my leg.
Okay, cool.
incisors.
Doing the rest of the podcast.
They're very prevalent in your features.
he's gonna sit next to
They're
Dallas.
fangs.
Yeah, next to him. That's what we're. Yeah.
With his leg on top of my leg.
Jerry, if you're gonna sit over here. You're gonna have even distribution of the people. All right, we've done just. Oh God, no! Go back! Go back! Go back! Go back! Relinquish your master!
Spencer,
I'm
put your
figuring
leg
out
on
what
top of
Jerry
Dallas's
wears.
Please, just do it.
All right.
Why we all switched seats somehow?
Elijah,
We
next
did a
topic.
Chinese fire drill for the.
Oh yeah, we did.
I always wanted to do one of those. It's stupid. It's really fun though.
Elijah, do you have another topic?
One time on my way to work, I got really mad at the person in front of me because they were going the speed limit and I needed to get to work. So I passed them.
They were doing the speed limit. Curse
Reminds me of
you!
Hannah.
Turned out it was
Tell that
I'm
story,
like,
Spencer.
so I'm like getting mad, like screw you, I need to go now. And on the way home, I'm fine. So I'm like going 40 down 50 lane road. Somebody goes up behind me and gets right on my tail because I'm not going the speed limit. I'm like screw you. So I went full circle that day. I'm saying screw you for going too slow and screw you for not going slow enough.
Fast enough.
I kind
Slow
of
enough, they were behind me.
I kind of feel like I do the same thing on the scooter. Like I'm just like I'm
Jerry,
sorry,
you ride a
I'm going the
scooter.
speed limit. Yes, I ride the scooter.
Your argument's invalid.
Yeah, your argument's invalid. You're a ginger
not.
riding a scooter.
It's not.
You need
Right,
to
no,
start.
it
You need to start
doesn't matter.
weaving in between
All right,
cars.
so
and
I got
stop at
a
lights.
small story about some idiot on the road. So Jerry was next to me
Oh.
yesterday,
I remember that.
and
And I passed you in your car.
hold on a second. There were people in front of us, and we couldn't go that as fast.
Sure.
But that's not the point. As soon as he gets next to me, I roll down the window. I'm like, "Hey, Jerry!" And
And I'm like,
and he turns,
somebody said
and
my
he sees
name.
me. So the next thing he does is he tries to act cool by riding his scooter with one hand.
I can ride my bike with no handlebars.
So, as he's riding his scooter with one hand, he just itches his leg.
Yeah.
Like, acting like he has something to do. That's why he's riding his scooter with one
I
hand.
don't know
But
you.
when he's
I
really
don't
trying to
know
act
you.
cool-
Actually,
I
I
don't
think
know
I was
you.
checking if I had my wallet in my back pocket.
So,
I bet you were.
so anyways,
Everybody has a pat they do to make sure they.
yeah, I do.
You
see,
get
look,
up, you
right
get
here.
up, and he goes,
Also,
somebody picked
I
my
j-
pocket while I was
I
sitting
don't
on
actually
my
pat. I
wallet.
don't pat
just-
myself. I feel for the pressure against my leg. I'll just stand up and just go. Yep, it's there.
I just checked
Yep.
to see if my cell phone was in my pocket, and it's not because it's right there.
And he freaked
And
out.
I freaked out for a second.
I will admit I have
Right.
done the whole. I can't find my cell phone. Hold on, I'm looking for it. It's nowhere to be found.
What's in your hand?
I've done that so many times.
Why do we not have a video podcast?
All right, so
Like, have you ever done that? Like when you're walking around the house and you're just like, no, I have no clue what I'm doing.
Why does everybody walk
So-
around the house when they're on the phone?
I don't know. I do. But
Yeah,
so, anyways,
get the urge to.
we go past Jerry, and I
It's
just
really awkward just sitting there on
Yeah.
the phone.
so
Yeah, I'm just sitting there like,
we
you
passed
guys looking at me alone.
Hey Dallas,
we
how
passed
else can
Jerry.
we interrupt your story?
we passed Jerry, and I'm looking at him wide-eyed.
I took a giant deuce before I came here.
That's one.
Yeah.
So, anyways, we passed Jerry, looking at him wide-eyed, and then there's a guy in front of us stopped at a green light. So Jerry
Stopped at
in
a green light.
another lane goes past us.
Because I
Go
have
in-
a lot more acceleration than a Jeep does.
No, there was somebody in front of us.
Acceleration, yes. Initial acceleration, yes. Speed, no.
No.
Still no, but either way, there was a guy in front of us, so we couldn't accelerate.
And the
Without
Jeeps
hitting
probably
him.
gave pretty low.
They do, but it's still faster
Let's
than
not
a
be
Jeep.
factual about this and just move
Because
on.
my mom always wanted a Jeep.
That's
and my
like
dad
terrible gas mileage.
It
like
is.
it's four-wheel
15
drive
miles
though.
to the gallon.
My
Yeah,
dad's,
it's
my
four-wheel
dad's
drive.
truck gets 9. 12 on the highway.
My car gets 20,
Uh,
and that's pretty fast.
Colton Marshall's dad's Hummer gets like half.
Yeah,
Of,
I know.
Half a
gallon.
gallon to the mile.
Then again, they also have an Aston Martin.
yeah,
they also
Hummers.
have an Aston Martin and 4 tanks.
Yeah.
Do you really think they're concerned about money at this
No.
point? I don't know how he's still in business, like, because no
He
one
sells
buys
guns.
Generic business.
Dang it, Blake!
Do you realize how many
Generic business.
there are? A lot.
Not stores.
Yeah. There's a few. Whatever.
A lot.
Just bleep that out of Jerry.
Whatever. Yeah.
Or whoever takes this home.
All right.
Anyways, as long as we're bleeping things out, we live in
Kansas City, Alaska.
Oh my gosh.
bleep it.
Please.
I'll look for the solid blocks of line.
Ah! There you go. You found it. Elijah, if you're finding this, Elijah, if you're finding this later tonight, I love you.
Look, search for it.
All right,
I'm right
Spencer,
behind
tell
you.
your story of the girl at our
All right,
school
and
that cut
then,
you off.
then we're done, I think.
Okay.
All right.
Jordan's story.
Oh, yeah,
Okay,
let's have
so-
Jordan's story.
I have a story.
Yeah.
Hold on a
I?
second.
We always have. We have a sec.
Oh,
Go,
yeah,
Spencer.
section
Spencer,
dedicated.
go.
We caught a ball at robotics.
That's not funny.
Oh, it's not.
Go,
That,
Spencer.
that
I'll
was
think of
pretty
one.
interesting.
I was just
So a couple
Nobody
days,
cares except us stuff.
a couple days ago, I was going home from school, and there's this female.
She's a bitch.
Okay, there
And
we
bitch to
there,
stay
thank
relevant.
You. Let's. So, and she was
hate
parked
Hagrid.
next to me, and I was getting ready to pull out, and
Was it her?
Yes, it was
and they go.
You were.
Yes, I was getting ready to pull out of my parking space, and and she was parked next to me. So
Where were you
her-
parked?
In the parking lot.
Was it the rear parking lot?
No, it's that
Or the
one,
front parking
The front
lot?
one.
The student one.
Alright, they're not there.
It was the front parking lot, and I was pulling out.
All
I
right.
had to check behind
Continue.
me to make sure.
Yeah, I don't think I can. I think you're gonna make the same joke a 7th time.
So it was the parking lot in front of
Generic high school.
All right. While he's walking away, I'll tell the
Spencer
rest of the story.
Spencer dropped the mic and left.
Well, he didn't drop the mic. He just left.
He walked away.
Don't drop the mic. Don't do it.
I wanted to drop it.
I just wanted to drop the mic.
All right. Anyways,
It'd be more like a
Why
fault
would
since we're
people
not
drop
moving.
so
acid?
Spencer was pulling out of the front parking lot.
Oh, you said front parking lot.
You
pulling
said
out
pull
is the
out.
same sentence.
You said pull out.
Joke's on
Was
you.
there-
You never pull out.
Was the hedges trimmed on said parking
Just
lot?
for the record, I
Dallas?
said the name of the place we're in right
No,
now
there's no
again,
hedges.
so you might want to
I
clap
know.
or something.
We did.
Okay.
I gotta listen.
No, I said it
I'll
just now,
listen
like,
to the
less
last
than
20
5
minutes of the
seconds
podcast.
All right. So continue, Spencer.
This is pretty much all bleeped out at this point anyways, like the past 5 minutes.
So then
All right, we'll start over.
I'll just replace it with my own voice. Yeah, we live in Kansas.
We live in Kansas City, Alaska.
Okay, so this person was parked next to me, and I was getting ready to leave, and so her and her posse, all get in her car.
Her single posse.
as we're pulling out of the
Jordan's face. He's just like, yep.
No, you don't understand. Everybody look under the table right now.
Oh.
Yeah.
It's attractive. Very attractive.
This is not my doing.
It makes me feel feminine. Just leave me alone.
I was like that.
And so
20 minutes ago,
I
and then
I can't get out of the parking space because I have to wait for them to like get in the car. So as soon as they close the doors,
Lige has his legs crossed. It's protection.
you guys really make it really difficult. I'm really done. I can't do
I'll
this.
tell the story. So Spencer's pulling out of this girl's parking spot.
No, that is not what was happening.
He was pulling
Pulling
out
out
the
my
girls.
parking spot.
So he's pulling out of his parking
We've been
spot,
on this one line
and
for 5 minutes.
and he goes to go onto the merge of the parking lot to the road, and the girl kind of pulls beside him like she's going to cut him off now, at a stop sign, and then she doesn't.
It's more like a yield or a merge. But
There's a stop sign there though.
Yes.
Kind
But
of.
it's more like
No,
a yield.
there's
It's
no
more
stop
like
sign.
I don't think there's a stop sign.
It's more like a yield.
But if you don't stop, you're stupid.
Yeah.
So anyways,
That's why Jerry
it's a
doesn't
school
stop.
zone because we're in a school parking lot,
I never saw.
and
Of
So
Bleepity Bleep High School.
so
I bleeped it.
Not
This is fine.
So, it's 20 miles an hour through that area. So Spencer is going 25, and apparently that's not fast enough for her. So she goes off to the right into parking spaces that have no cars in them. Pulls in front of him
I
at
wish
40
she'd
miles
go
an
into
hour
parking spots with cars.
in front of the
down
school.
to 20, doesn't she?
So
No.
she didn't slow down.
Oh, yeah.
So then Spencer honks his horn, and she flips him off.
No
Because-
reason.
Because
It
you
was
know,
ridiculous.
Spencer was obviously in the wrong for going the right speed limit. Actually, a little bit above.
Yeah, I was going a little above it.
Idiot.
Some people.
Some people.
I mean,
Screw
These
you
are
and
the
your
people we have to deal with every
law-abiding,
day.
your law-abiding citizenness. Screw that.
Elijah, be glad that you're homeschooled and that you
don't have
only
to
have to
deal
deal with
with
your
these
brother and sister, because we have to deal with 500 people that are worse than them,
they're all idiots.
and then 500 that are equal.
Me and Jordan bonded over how bad everybody else, not us, was on the road. When we
Okay,
drove
that's
for
our
a
Jordan's story.
Yeah.
So this.
Wait, can we talk about Lucy K instead?
No.
No.
We listened to that on the way home, and Jordan
Yeah.
loved it.
So on the entire drive from
Kansas City, Alaska.
to where's the place at?
Yokohama, Japan.
What?
Kansas City, Alaska.
Kansas City, Alaska to
Alaska
Kansas
City,
Kansas
Kansas.
City, Kansas.
Yeah.
Alaska City,
We
Kansas.
drove a long
uh-huh.
ways. It's fine.
Yeah.
About a 12-hour trip.
You guys gonna bleep a lot.
By
Anyways.
Whatever.
Uh huh. Well, I just do it because I'm not gonna be the one bleeping, so have fun. And so all the way there, me and Elijah were in the car together, just constantly complaining about everybody else.
Because they suck.
Dallas and Blake,
Oh, yeah.
Jeremiah.
I complain about myself.
Yeah,
That's fine, we're
It was
easy
actually
too,
mostly AJ, but
Mostly AJ.
here
we go
He's not even the worst kid I've
I
encountered.
couldn't see out the back of my car, so I'm following this other guy, and in order to follow him on the highway, I constantly had to change lanes because he drives like a maniac.
Oh wait, is this Mason?
No,
You're
it's
trying to
Bob.
follow?
I have
Okay.
the
No, this is Bob.
Blake,
You don't even know.
Blake and
Shut up.
Spencer. I'm gonna read a story to close this out. You know which
Can I
story.
finish
we-
when I'm
Oh.
talking?
Afterwards.
So anyways, so I'm following this guy, and I can't see out the back of my car, so every time I need to change lanes, I have to constantly ask Elijah, am I good to the right? Am I good? Can I get over? And he would say, yeah. And so then I get over, and then about halfway between lanes, he would say, except for that scooter.
It's like, oh, there goes Jerry.
Yeah.
On the highway.
But I mean, it was obviously just a guy on a scooter, so I didn't worry about it.
I wasn't that worried.
I must have hit that guy like 20 times.
He somehow kept up with you while you were doing 80
And
on the highway.
we got in a traffic jam, and so
Oh,
we
you
roll
poor
down
baby.
all of our windows and just yell at the guy in front of us. the guy that we had been following this whole time.
He kept on switching lanes over
Yeah,
and over and over.
and we just blamed him for the entire traffic jam. And we rolled down the windows and yelled that to him as loud as we possibly could.
You're an idiot! You caused this traffic jam!
Yeah,
I'm gonna kill you!
it was great.
It's a little
Okay.
extreme.
That's the end of my story. And also, Blake shot a lady with a shirt.
I shot a lady in the face with a t-shirt at our football game.
Oh yeah, what happened there?
The t-shirt gun wasn't at the right pressure, and I didn't catch it. I was like, oh, I'm just gonna shoot a shirt to my parents, and I thought it was gonna be like,
20.
20 psi and just go a few feet. But it was more like a 70-mile-an-hour fastball. It's like, oh my god.
Hey guys, I'm getting pretty hungry.
Oh
Say
god.
we go get some lunch.
All right. Well, we're gonna go get some lunch. So we're gonna end this podcast.
Spencer
the end
ate
of our
before he
podcast.
got here because he's a jerk.
That counts as breakfast at this point.
Dallas, I want to see you stomp away from any lunch you go to. Just, I'm going back to class now.
He kind of does.
You basically sprint to lunch.
No,
That's me.
Jerry sprints.
Jerry
lunch.
sprints to lunch.
But I don't make it look
Sometimes
like
I follow him. By the way, we can stop recording now.